Woohoo! This is the death of Wimbledon as far as I'm concerned.
And the local businessman who made it happen walked on water.
Maybe it was the right or wrong way for Milton Keynes to find its football, but find its football it has, and we've kicked the ball today.
Welcome back to Big Herb the Nerd and today's episode of The Winkelman Way as we look at the end of season review. Getting over the fact that we lost that Europa League final. Hurts. We never thought we'd be there, but we got there and it hurts a lot. And looking at the team, looking at their stats, how well they actually played, not necessarily just their attributes, who our best players are, who our best potential players are, and then this tactic piece, moving to a 5 at the back formation. I'm kind of doing it because I just want to. I've not played with a 5 at the back formation ever. I think it works a lot more in this FM than it has in any others. I'm thinking about going to it. Defence is where we were leaky. We've got very good players going forward. I'm thinking we're going to drop the wingers. Bandinelli's on his way out now. Kai's on his way out now in terms of their ability to get towards the end of their career. I haven't got necessarily the best wingers to come in behind them, but I still want to play 2 strikers. And I was struggling with only 2 in the middle, 2 wide and 2 up top. And what we were noticing is that having those playmakers through the middle, actually they were playing lovely cross balls through. And we've got Foden and we've got Crane who both can play out of that role. So I think we're going to go to that. A 5 at the back, where we then have some flexibility to drop one of the central midfielders down to a DM, push the wing-backs on maybe, or alternatively leave it as a flat back, maybe push a central midfielder into an attacking position. Gives us a bit more flexibility, but it just means we have to get rid of all of our wingers, who have been the stars of this save so far. But that's all to come. That's what we're going to go through this episode. Before we get into it, I will ask if you are new to the channel to subscribe. If you are new to this one, go and watch the season before you watch the end of season review, maybe. But I don't know. It's up to you. Do what you want. And if you are a regular, smash that like button. Show me some love, baby. Show me some love. Right, so let's get in. Goalies. Oh, Fuchs is not looking great, is he? Stigson's been our man. I know we're not necessarily 100% happy with him, but he broke the clean sheet record for our club as well. It was Statesma from one of the first seasons. But obviously, I think Stigson played so many games that he broke the clean sheet record this year. So what was it? 24 overall across all competitions, 11 Premier League clean sheets, 11 in the Europa League. Not bad, but stats. 23 years old, the Icelandic man. His potential's knocked down to 4-star. From it was originally 5 or potentially 5. He has got good stats. He's good one-on-ones. He's got good vision. Good position's bad. His anticipation's not great, but okay. His agility's very good. I mean, all in all, he's a very good goalie. He's only 23 as well. We should just keep playing him. Who's he wanted by? Wanted by Leicester. I mean, they have to pay a lot of money if they want to take him off my hands. But if they do come in, then we'll go for a real big name. But stats. Here we go. Stats. This is what I like. Okay, shots faced, 328. 72% shot saved ratio. That's very good. In the 70s is always good. You can see in this little bar here. This one, not so good. Only held 113. Does like a parry, does Mr. Stigson. So maybe in his development, we should get him on that. We put him on shorter passing this year, which has worked out well. He's passed his 70% pass rate, which is good. He just drops it out short to the wing backs. We'll have him doing that again this year, probably through to the centre backs though, as we play out of defence with a 5 at the back. But I've been happy. He gets beaten at the near post sometimes, which is a bit annoying. What did he do? So Europa League, 19 games, 24 conceded. Premier League, 38 games, 50 conceded. It's that 1.3 goals a game. It's not terrible. It's not great though. But yeah, and he does get some clean sheets. I wonder whether the defense, we need to put more into the defense to help him out. Like I say, he's only 23, so this could we just give him a bit more time. I'm not looking unless someone lets to come in, and if he's only worth 4 million. I mean, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take like a 20 or 30 million bid for me to sell him. Because I've got to go and get better players. Christian Fuchs is our backup. The 25-year-old German. Decent-ish stats, but yeah, he's only been marked up as a 2-star now. He needs a bit more, doesn't he? Just needs a little bit more. He's a sweeper keeper, though. Do love a sweeper keeper. But yeah, he's not going to be good enough to come in. So he is definitely a backup. Stigson's the number 1. Unless someone comes in for him, then we're not going to look for a goalie, I don't believe. Right, now let's move on to the rest of the team. Let's have a look at those defenders. Key position now, because you remember, we'll put the under 23s in again. I like to just see how they're getting on. But yeah, we're going with 3 centre-backs now. So we know we're going to need a centre-back. We know we've got Garcia and Lascelles. So we've got Palmer Brown, who I quite like. He's not marked as being as good, ability-wise, as the others, but he is there. He does do a job. We probably need one world-class centre-back to come in there, don't we? Especially someone that can head a ball. But what we might do to help the fact that we can't head a ball is play with the 3 centre-backs. Play one of them as a cover, maybe 2 as a stopper. Just so we have guys coming forward to close down. We also have someone, in case they miss headers, dropping back and going for the headers. But let's then have a look. So, best ability defender, Flemming Anderson, the new left back that came in. He's a defender left and a wing back, which would be interesting. We might have to take this. He's on defensive. May have to train those fullbacks as wing backs this season. So when they do play in that role, they're a bit more used to it. Machina next. So our left and right backs are our best players. Very interesting. They're going to have very big roles next year as our only width players. Garcia and Jamal coming in as our best centre backs. Palmer Brown next. Chris Wood out on loan. Not doing bad as a 3-star. Ruben Martin, we know he's got the potential to get better. He's our backup to Flemming. Anderson on the left. Chris Wood, I think, will keep him this season. Play him in as a right back, and he'll become the backup for Machina. And we look to just let Walker Peters just sit around. He didn't really impress me so much. But I should just make my own assumptions. We should look at the statistics. That's what we're here for. Highest average rating. Damn it! Straight away, he's ruined it. Highest average rating was Carl Walker-Peters, 7.33. Palmer Brown, 7.33 as well. Good to see those guys above 7. Worrying, actually. I know Jamal's up there just. Flemming, 6.99. Machina, 6.99. Close, but no cigar. Garcia, 6.94. He was my mainstay, wasn't he? And then I removed him later on. Most appearances went to Lascelles, 52. Machina, 41. Garcia, 40. What do we give Palmer Brown in? 29. Goals. Eric Palmer Brown got 4 goals. That's pretty good. Oh, I've got the wrong thing on the selection info. I was like, why am I looking at goals? Oh, I've made a mistake there. Let me look at my defender analysis. This is what I should have been looking at. Yeah, we got average rate. Right, key tackles. This is the big one. 55 for Jamal Lascelles. So he is in there as our top tackle maker. He's 31 now. So maybe actually he could be replaced as well. He's not irreplaceable. 32 tackles 1 ratio, 87% for Sam Burton. Good work, son. 87 for Garcia. That's very high for Mr. Eric Garcia. At 24, he should be in the mainstay then. Good tackler of the ball. Jamal in there at 80. Palmer Brown, 79. That's not bad. Wing backs I don't mind so much about. Tackles per game. Walker Peters, Ruben Martin, Flemming. So the wide players putting the tackles in rather than the centre backs. Fouls. Fuchs, that's fine. Okay, not too bad. Jamal up there higher than anybody else. But he did play 10 more games. Interceptions per 90 minutes. Jamal up there, 5.65. We did switch him to a stopper role, so I would expect him to have more interceptions. And I am probably going to play, I think I'm going to play 2 stoppers and like 1 cover, rather than leaving him a just centre-backs defend. And we'll see how that works. But yeah, 4.37 for Palmer Brown. Panzo up there, forgot about Panzo as well. He has got the potential. He's one that could slot in for this season. If we are looking to buy a centre-back, he's like third or fourth choice at the moment. Key headers, 93 for Jamal. Jesus Christ, that is... He is weighing him. I know he missed that one, a couple, and I called him out on it, but... Wow. That is a big jump higher than anybody else. 93 key headers, over 42 for Palmer Brown. Header 1 percentage. Jonathan Panzo, 86%. Didn't play a lot of games, though. Flemming Anderson, good header of the ball. It's good to see. Jamal, 79. So, like we say, headering. He gets a lot of headers, let's be honest, but we're still not amazing. Most challenges, Palmer Brown, Garcia. Oh, Garcia just doesn't go for headers. See, he may well be my cover. If he doesn't go for headers, he's got no jumping reach. He is a good defender. You guys hate him because of his lack of jumping reach. Let's throw him in as the cover defender. He doesn't have to head the ball then. Palmer Brown and Lascelles become our stoppers. They go forward and win the headers. Works for me. Headers 1 per 90 minutes. Yeah, those 2 up there as well. Play of the match. 3 for Ruben Martin. 3 for Jamal. Well, the guys out on loan looking not too bad. Mistakes. Machina up there with 72. That's quite a large jump compared to anybody else, but he did play a lot of games. And the wide men tend to make more mistakes than anybody else. Passes completed per 90 minutes. Walker Peters up there. Pass completion ratio. No one's screaming. All in 80. So they're playing short passes, but at least they're playing good passes. Yellows. 80. Oh, that's Fuchs. No one on reds. That's not too bad. Where's my mistakes leading to goals? Oh, there we go. Mistakes leading to goals. Fleming Anderson 2, Ruben Martin 2, Machina 2, Garcia 2, and 1 for Jamal. That's a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 coming from defenders. 9 goals we let in from defender mistakes. Well, I think we found our problem. They are young. Look at the guys that are making mistakes. 20. The guys that have done 2 anyway. 22, 21, and 20. But I suppose having 3 centre-backs now will give us a bit more security if they do make mistakes out wide, that we have players covering in the middle. Garcia making 2 himself is not good. Lascelles 1. None for Palmer Brown. Good old Palmer Brown. But yeah. Ugh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. But that's the defenders then. So if we look at ability, we know we've got Anderson and Machina as our left and right backs. That's good. We've then got Garcia, Lascelles, Palmer Brown. But we know we've got Panzo, who can come in as a centre back as well. So yeah, Panzo's there. Let's look at potential. Machina, Ruben Martin we know. Fleming Anderson up there as well. Good to have those 2 good young left backs. That's going to cause me a problem. Panzo is up there behind Garcia. So maybe we should give him some time. But we are also looking... I mean, if I can get a world-class centre-back in, I should really do it, shouldn't I? Should really. Because going to that 5 at the back... Alright, we'll think about it. No one else screaming out potential-wise. So I'm happy with the defenders. I'm happy that between Garcia, Panzo, Lascelles, Palmer Brown, that's 4 good centre-backs to fill 3 slots. Panzo won't get games if I bring someone else in, but let's see who's available. And then, yeah, we've got Machina on the right. It's whether Chris Wood is going to be good enough. We might have a test him out as a backup to Machina, or we go and bring in someone else. But I don't really want to have to spend money on backups if I don't need it. Seems like a waste of money, doesn't it? But yeah, happy-ish with the defenders. Garcia definitely going to have to be a cover defender because he can't head the ball for toffee. No swearing, toffee. But yes, done okay. Few too many mistakes, but if we throw more defenders in, maybe they make less mistakes. So that's the defenders. Let's move on now to the midfield 2, which will soon become the midfield 3. So we've got, we want to make sure we don't look at the wingers because they're a pain. So ability-wise, John Fuchs, our best rated central midfielder, followed by Phil Foden. Mikowski, when he plays there. Crane, still in as a 3-star. Crane's dropped all the way off on potential and ability. And I feel like I keep him in because I love him. But maybe he's the one that we look to drop off. We've also got Goodwin in there. Dennis. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Fuchs, Foden, Crane, Goodwin, Dennis. They're the main ones across the middle. Gilby. I should have put Gilby on for the Europa final, really, shouldn't I? He's 30 now. He's not really good enough. We're keeping him around because he's the only player that's stuck with us now from start of game till now. Alex Gilby, the previous captain. I feel like I need to give him some goes. But yeah, we'll see. So apps. Who we got the highest one up? Fuchs up there, 47 appearances. Crane, 46. Them 2 did stay in the same. Average rating, Phil Foden, 7.4. Bloody hell, I didn't realise he is that high up on the rating. 13 games, 13 appearances from the bench. He's going to get a full season next season, I do believe. Him and Crane will partner up nicely. Big D, 26 now, 7.3. Bloody hell, actually, he should be in. It may be Crane that gets dropped. Well, we'll see. But I'm thinking I want a defensive midfielder. I want an attacking playmaker. And it was like, do I have 2 advanced playmakers? So I have Crane and Foden. Or do I go advanced playmaker and box to box and then a more defensive player? Dennis is our defensive player. He is very, very good at what he does. And we've been really playing John Doe there this season because we only had the 2 spaces. But yeah, John Doe is much better box to box. Maybe as our best midfielder, we should be playing him in his best role. Using Dennis then where we need him. And then Foden and Crane switch around. We will see. Let's have a see how the rest of it goes. But good to see they're all above 7s. Fuchs actually the one that's dropping down the most. But again, we were playing him kind of out of position. Goodwin down at a 6.73. He's definitely going to be the backup. Oh, poor Gilby. Oh, Gilby made 2 sub appearances this year. I'm going to keep him around though. Goals from midfield. Let's ignore the big boys. Crane got 5. Fuchs with 3. That's it. Dennis 1. We didn't really expect much assists wise. Did they get any from that? 8 assists for Phil Foden from that advanced playmaking position in central midfield. Yes, please have more of that next season. 7 from Crane. So we definitely know that we can get goals or we can create goals. We're not creating as much as Bandinelli is on 11. But if you think about it, actually, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, Bannerly on 11, but we didn't have. Amarani had 5 as our next highest assist maker from midfield, which is where we had that right playmaker. Maybe you think he's not coming through. We'll check the wingers out next time. I was just wondering if they were all pulling through, but I can't see Eddie, so they can't all be pulling through. But yes, good to see we can get assists from midfield. It's just whether we can get more, whether we can get up to the plus 10, because we're going to need it with those strikers. Okay, happy with the assist per 90 minutes. Foden, 0.58. It's amazing. Good win down at 0.28. That's not bad. Crane, not really get that many. Chances created per 90 minutes. Gribbin, you're going to leave. Oh, sorry, mate. Who's up there? Foden, highest, 0.87. He definitely needs to play, doesn't he? Definitely needs to play. Kai and Bandinelli the next. Crane down there at 0.41. Key passes per 90 minute. Foden again. Jeez. Crane next, highest. Kai. But they were the forward-thinking players. That's good. Dennis, 0.59. Fuchs, 0.57. So these three sit around with each other. Passes completed. Foden, Crane up there. Pass completion ratio. Fuchs. Dennis, good from them defensive positions. Making easy, quick passes out. Crane and Foden then next on 80s. Good to see we're not losing the ball midfield though. Tackles 1. Foden up there again, 81% of his 21 tackles won. Good win, 79. Kai. Dennis, 74. Fuchs down at 73. Put a lot of tackles in though, 247. Jesus. 102 from Crane. So he did the dog's work of the tackling. Interceptions is an interesting one for midfield. Crane, 2. That's good. He was getting in and doing more work on the interception basis. Good win in there, 1.93. Fuchs, 1.8. Dennis, Foden down. So Foden definitely a more attacking player. Mistakes. Crane, 135 mistakes from 46 appearances. From an attacking position. He's made less than Fuchs. And Fuchs was in the ball-winning midfield. I'd expect there to be more from the ball-winning midfielder than I would from the advanced playmaker. Ouch. Ouch indeed. Foden only played 13 games. So maybe I should not love him too much because he didn't play a lot of games. Header 1 percentage. Gilby, 100%. Get in there, son. Crane, good header of the ball. But still only 76. Fuchs is not. Dennis is usually better. 56. That's not good. Air attempts per 90 minutes. Crane up there, 4.75. Dennis, 3.74. Headers 1. Yeah, no, defenders not too bad. Shots per 90 minutes. Kai and Bandinelli up there. That's good. Crane, 0.5. So they're not shooting from midfield. That's good. Cross completion. Dennis, 28, the highest on these 2 crosses. Good win, 7. Amarani, Mikowski, we got there. Fuchs, Bandinelli, Foden, 17 crosses. Crane, 40. That's not a bad percentage, actually. 16 and 14% is pretty good for someone that makes a lot. 18 is probably as good as it gets for a wide player. God knows how some of these guys are getting 35% out on loan, but Jordan Taylor seems to be able to... He can cross the ball. Okay. So if we're looking at Billy, Fuchs, Foden definitely needs to be in, doesn't he? Crane, did we think about dropping Crane? I love him. He is one of my favourite players that I've got in this save, but is he the one that drops to the peripherals? Because he's just not going to have that ability and potential. Going forward, highest potential, Amarani. I feel like we're going to lose him. I know he's a winger, but we can't give him a contract. He can't take one because Morocco, our Brexit was a bloody hard one, I think, because Morocco aren't high enough in the rankings. We can't sign him. It just seems mental. But yeah, potential-wise, Fuchs, he's not going to get much better at 27, but he's still there. Foden, Crane at 23. He could take a season maybe out of on a rotation for them when Fuchs retires in a couple of years. Goodwin's not doing too bad, but his potential's dropped off as well. Dennis's has dropped off as well. But 3-star is good for this team. I know I want everyone higher, but because our reputation is going up now, although their rankings are dropping, it's that they are where they are. It's just our team is getting better. Therefore, the standard of the team needs to rise. But I have enough players there. Dennis, Goodwin, Crane, Foden, Fuchs. So I got 5 for 3. 5 players for 3 roles. That's a decent amount. We got some players that are in the... I thought this guy, Pugamal, was going to come through. He's not looking like he's going to be any good. But again, if we can get a world-class centre mid, I'll probably go for 1 as well. Cause a problem, have to sell, maybe Goodwin. I do like Dennis more than I like Goodwin at the moment. Goodwin's an attacking playmaker, which is the same as these two. I don't really need an attacking playmaker. But yeah, happy-ish with the midfield 2. But if, again, it will all be, if we can get a world class, I'll bring one in, and we'll just have to deal with it then when we get them in. So if we have a look at the attacking midfielders and Tackers, this of which will be next season, will just be attackers because we won't have those before. We're now looking at the front end. So we're looking at ability. Visera, highest ranked ability at 20. He's a wonder kid. He is amazing. Foden is second technically. Mikowski, third on ability. That's interesting, actually. Wildig, third now. Eddie, 3-star as well. Kai, 3-star. Amarani, only 2.5 at the moment. Bandinelli down at 2.5. Feel like he's had his day now, hasn't he, Mr. Bandinelli? In terms of potential, Amarani very high, but if we can't sign him on a contract, then we might want to sell him this summer and try and cash in. Visera, second highest potential. Mikowski, third. Like, these two will be the strikers going forward. Wildig dropped off a bit, but the man is a goal machine. We know that. Evan Richard. Hello. Who are you? 22-year-old target man. I forgot I bought you. You might hang around a bit. 2.5-star, but potential maybe to get up to 4. Kelly is a winger. We should probably sell him. We wasted some money on him. Yeah, and Eddie. I just feel like Eddie and Amarani may need to go because we're not going to play the wingers. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Appearances. Bandinelli made the most, 56. Didn't have the form that he usually has. Average rating. Visera, 7.48. Foden, we know 7.4. Wildig, 7.3. Mikowski, 7.12. Docked off a bit at the end, didn't he, Mikowski? Goals. Visera, 32. Wildig, 24. 50-odd goals from our front two. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's a lot of goals. 19 from Whitbread out on loan. I thought he's a striker. Well, hello, Mr. Whitbread. 2-star. Potential 3.5, maybe 4-star. You could be coming back. You can get goals. 18 for Mikowski. Good for a third striker. 12 for Eddie. So they were getting some goals. 12 and 10 from Eddie and Bandinelli. Next highest only 5 from Crane. So when we got to be aware that we need one of our advanced playmakers to get some goals. Or we just, I suppose actually, if we're defensively more solid, we don't need to score as many. Maybe we go for more defensive, less attacking. But yeah, they do get, that's 20 odd goals between them from those wide areas over the season, which one of these guys is going to have to pick up. Get them both above 10 would be ideal. Goals per 90 minutes for Visera. Armstrong, 0.62. Good little Armstrong. He's only 28. Mikowski next. Wildig after that. All above 0.5 though. That's really good for Whitbread's not as good as Matt Games he's played to goals, but 0.6 above 0.6 for 4 players is like woo, and they're all strikers. Woo. I think I've got my strikers sorted. Shots per 90 minutes for Visera, Mikowski, Wildig, Armstrong, Eddie up there as well. Eddie, I think, is a striker, so we can keep him. We'll train him as a striker, but he's probably not going to get to play as many games. Shots per 90 minutes, yeah. Shots on target ratio, Eddie, 61%. Well, I never. Kelly up there as well, 57. I suppose they have less shots. Armstrong, next highest. Armstrong's good, isn't he? Offsides, 95 for Lewis Whitbread. Yeah, maybe he won't be coming back, mate. Wildig, 82. But he was playing at the front line when Visera was playing slightly dropped back. Assists. This is the interesting one as well because Wildig got 17, Visera 16. So they picked up the assists from the wingers. And actually, we can get some more assists coming through from the wide players. So we'll see. We will see how this gets going or gets on. It's going to be a completely different way of playing. I'm interested. I'm looking forward to playing the 5 at the back, actually. Assists per 90 minutes. Foden up there highest. That's good. What we want to see. Wildig second, then Mikowski, then Armstrong, then Visera. So they're getting themselves their assists. And Foden leading the line on assists per 90 minutes means that it will work having an advanced playmaker on attack through the middle. Chances per 90 minutes. Armstrong, Mikowski. That's good. I don't really care too much about the passes and stuff for these players. Mistakes. Nah, not really. Headers 1%. We got Crane wins a fair few headers, which is good. But defenders, the strikers necessarily don't. Mikowski goes up. On 51%, he challenges the most. Visera second. Visera won a few headers, actually. Right, key headers. Yeah, Visera 67. Mikowski 42. Wildig 42. They were getting their headed goals. And yeah, and potential. Amarani. It's a shame Amarani's not going to be able to stay. Ah, it hurts because he's 20 and he's good, but I can't keep him just for the sake of keeping him, can I? So that rounds out the team. If we have a look then, tactic, this is what I'm going to start with. 5 flat at the back, fullbacks on attack, I think an advanced playmaker on attack, a box-to-box, and a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Maybe on support, so he doesn't drop so deep. But then that gives us the ability to drop him in here and drop as a second formation that's a bit like this. Bit more freedom going forward, bit more attacking from that wing-back. It also gives us the option to throw a guy forward if needs be. We probably wouldn't play with wing-backs and the guy going forward. I think this would be more of a counter formation. But yeah, we'll definitely build the 2, the DM in and the dropping of that ball-winning defender, which would be key to see who we get in here. And I'm thinking Foden in attack, maybe Fuchs. Crane then swaps in with here. Dennis in the middle, unless we can get someone better. Vasir and Wildig or Vasir and Mikowski up top. We got Machina on the left, Anderson on the right, and they're going to get to gun forward and do what they want. And yeah, and we'll just see how it plays. We're going to probably train them as wing-backs rather than full-backs. Have them on wing-backs on attack. I'm going to start with this 1 formation. Build 2 more. So we have it all being trained over pre-season. And then I'll see who I can pick up. Like I say, get down in the comments who you think we should be picking up. I think we'll definitely be going for... If someone comes in for the goalie, we will sell. And we will buy only if we can get a world-class goalie in though. But I don't mind Stigson. World-class central defender, yes, if we can find one. World-class central midfielder, yes, if we can find one. Probably for the ball-winning role, the holding role, rather than the attacking role. Strikers, I think I'm okay on. I think I'm okay on strikers. And then it'll be a case of selling anyone that we can't train from a wing position to a striker position. So we will see. We will see. But I will leave it there. Oh, and let me just, before we leave it, let's just have a look at the team report for this then. Strengths, heading, 62% is the best in the competition. Would you believe that? We're the best at heading. Fuchs is one of my best right backs. Great. Good left back. Foden and Dennis have formed a good partnership in the middle. That's good. Talented youngsters. Loads of wage budget. Okay. Good creativity. Good home form. Top goal scorer. Well, 3rd top goal scorer. Garcia's a good centre back. Stigson's very good in goal. I love that they say Fuchs is a good right back. I'm playing him as a bloody centre midfielder. Loads of transfer budget. Right, okay, we're strong. Score a lot of goals. Have good accuracy. Passing is up 5th. That's amazing turnaround. Our passing was terrible last season, so we've gone to a short passing. That has helped us a lot. Weaknesses though. Lack of quality depth in goal. So maybe we could be looking for a good youngster in support of Stigson. Not a great deal of depth outside. We know that. Work rate is low. That's not good. Teamwork. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I thought we played quite well teamwork, but first touch isn't great. Well, maybe we should slow the tempo down. See, the overall passing within the squad remains poor, but our passing percentage was good. So that's good. It means we need to play a short passing game. We can't pass, so we keep it short. We keep it simple. We've got low levels of aggression. That's fine. Yeah, through balls have been our letdown. So we're hoping a cover defender will sort that one out. That's annoying. 48 of our goals come from just outside the area, so maybe we're defending slightly too deep, but they're scoring from outside the area. That's pissing annoying, isn't it? Our average attendance is, well, we know that. Away form's not great, and we could improve the coaching team. So maybe I'll look at some of the coaches as well before we go into the next game. All right, let's look at our 5-3-2 narrow then. All current ability, best role. So we've got Vasira, Wildig, Armstrong, Mikowski, and then Eddie as the last one to hang in there for maybe 1 season. Strikers looking good. Midfield 3. We've got Fuchs, Dennis, Goodwin, Phil Foden, Gilby. Oh, fucking hell. Crane's not even appearing on here. But Gilby can hang around for 1 more season as well. And then defence, Garcia, Lasillas, Palmer Brown, Panzo. Ruben Martin is in our 4. So maybe we definitely need 1 more central defender. And then Fuchs is our best out on the right. Jesus. But also Machina. Need a backup. We got Walker Peters there who can play backup. Also, we'll probably keep Chris Wood. Omar's still here. Jesus. What about you, mate? Anderson on the left. Ruben Martin also on the left, which is good. Panzo can also play there. So we're covered on the left. And then Stigson in goal with Fructual as the backup. Looking not too bad, I think. Not too bad at all. But we will leave it there. Look forward to our next season in the Premier League. We really need to push for this FA Cup. I want to win it. We'll see how we get on this season. Because we will start to wind down the series. As we get towards the end of FM, maybe throw some more new, shorter series in. before the start of FM19 and give myself a little break as well. But whilst we're doing well, we'll see how this season goes. I really want to push for Champions League. I was hoping we were going to get that this season, but we just missed out on that Europa League final win. If we can get a good FA Cup run this year, I will be very, very happy. But yes, as long as you're enjoying it and I'm enjoying it, I'm going to keep this one going. But we will start thinking about the end of the series. I'll leave it there. If you have enjoyed, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you back next season for some more Wycombe Away action. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.